Everywhere buzz few hours ago as Wike have finally been trending since morning. You know, Wike have finally turned pastor in a particular church and is actually preaching the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And obviously everybody know Wike to be a bad man. Everybody know him to be this kind of person that is very selfish with his political ambition and political career and all of that. Now Tinubu is on a high jump now. Tinubu cried few hours ago moment he saw the repentance of Wike, and the same Wike that have been fighting against Nnamdi Kanu right for time is finally preaching for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody ever expected the energy to which Wike actually used to preach in church few hours ago. And means the fact that Nnamdi Kanu must be released now. Everywhere boy few hours ago. Tinubu never expected it. Tinubu never see this coming. So I'd like guys to stay connected to the end of this video because I'm going to be playing the full video. In this very video, you will see everything the way it goes. Tinubu is on a very high jump now. If you can share this video, just do out to share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should believe the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now. It makes sense with LAJUPOG.
Tell Muhammad, that's what I said. That he's mad. He cannot join me. He cannot join me.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, for those of you that are new to this channel, just do well to click the red subscription button that is showcasing on your video screen right now, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Tinubu never see this coming. He never expected what happened few hours ago. Wike have been trending since morning. Nobody ever expected that what happened few hours ago can actually happen. Wike have finally turned pastor few hours ago. I missed the fact that he's now preaching for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He's now saying that what Tinubu did to Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu should do the same thing to the terrorist group that is terrorizing Nigeria. Wike is finally standing against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now you will see show in this very video a lot of BIAFRANS never believed their eyes, because this Wike in question is a kind of person that is well known that is always focused on his political career, and they call him a selfish politician as far as Nigeria is concerned. Some people call Wike a glutton. They say it is only where Wike is seeing food to eat, that is where he will be loyal to and all of that. But now is Wike seeing food in Nnamdi Kanu's table, and this Nnamdi Kanu in question is in DSS detention, languishing in DSS detention for more than many years now. Now Wike are finally coming against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You will see everything the way it goes. Kasala boss few years ago, BIAFRANS couldn't even believe their eyes, and this happened the moment where Wike was exposed. Everything that Wike did alongside with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the judiciary, everything was exposed few days ago. And after the explosion, Wike finally turned pastor and preaching the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They said if Nnamdi Kanu is not being released, Kasala will burst everywhere. Now they put in prayer on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I will play the video. I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just do well to share it. Share it on different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, Wike is the former governor of Rivers State, and this weekend in question, since when Nnamdi Kanu have been agitating for the Biafra nation and all of that, Wike always kick against him. This Wike is the same person that always comment that Nnamdi Kanu cannot hijack Rivers State and not side with the Igbo land that is trying to liberate and all of that. He's even saying that if Nnamdi Kanu actually want to liberate Biafra nation and all of that, that Rivers State is not part of the state that will join the Biafra and all of that. And according to the mapping of Nnamdi Kanu, they said Rivers State is one of the Igbo lands and all of that. But Wike is actually against that fact. Wike said what Nnamdi Kanu is saying is a total fallacy. That's why Wike actually kick against Nnamdi Kanu, and the same Wike in question have been terrorizing them in FCT, even to the extent that the senator of FCT came out and made known to the general public that everything that Wike is doing as far as FCT is concerned is not sent. That nobody actually sent Wike to be doing all this thing. That Wike is just showing his level of wickedness to the people of the FCT in the name of the fact that he's been loyal to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But Kasala boss few years ago, after Wike demolished the houses that the people are Nigeria and all of that they staying in Abuja, people that ran away from the northern part of Nigeria to terrorism, kidnapping, banditry and all of that, everywhere that they staying in Abuja, Wike is finally demolishing it. And I say that it's not enough. Everywhere everywhere buzz. Nobody ever expected that Wike can come straight against Bola Ahmed Tinubu this way, because according to report, they exposed Wike few days ago. It's not even up to 2 days that Wike was exposed based on the atrocities that he committed and not side with Bola Ahmed Tinubu in course of the 2023 election in Rivers State. Wike was the governor of Rivers State then. Fubara wasn't there then. How Wike carried the vote of Peter Obi to Tinubu and all of that. How they diverted the vote of Tinubu and how they paid the judicial and all of that. Everything was said in this very video. You will hear everything because they said it few days ago. Now, what they said few days ago is finally out against Wike, and as if that is not enough, the same Wike have finally turned a repentance eye. He said no, Nnamdi Kanu must be released. They now say that they believe the fact that Tinubu have a personal vendetta with the BIAFRANS, that Tinubu did not want to have anything to do with the IPOB people. Now, as far as everything is concerned, they said the same way Tinubu make a directive to release the minors that were arrested, because it's normally knows that some minors were arrested in course of the August protest, the end-back government protest. They arrested more than 1,000 people, and as far as the people are concerned, minors are among these people that were arrested all across Nigeria because of the protest, just because they came out to showcase their fundamental human right of protest and all of that. Now, the lawyer of Tinubu came out, and as if that's not enough, the lawyer of Tinubu make it not to the general public that those 14-year-old children, 12-year-old children, 11-year-old children, he said they are not minors. He said those children are people that have wives at home, that they are married men and they have children. Now, after everything, Tinubu came out and made known to the general public that those children are minors, that the lawyer is merely lying, that those children are minors and they must be released with immediate alacrity, just because the uproars of Nigerians towards this issue was very high. And international community actually write Tinubu that this is a big disgrace to Nigeria for Nigerians to be trying minors for treason and all of that. And this treasonable felony in question is an offense under the law that is punishable by death or by life sentence. Now, they wrote Tinubu from all across Nigeria that he should release the minors, and they wrote him from international community, from European Union, from America, and all of that. So Tinubu ordered for the immediate release of the minors few days ago, and the same energy to which Tinubu released the minor, how Tinubu ordered the release of the minors, they said they should use the same energy to release Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear when in this very video, you will see everything that was said, and you will hear from Wike himself. Now, Wike is finally bantering Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They said Nnamdi Kanu must be released before it was too late for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Tinubu have the capacity, the power, and the order to release Nnamdi Kanu, if not for the fact that he have a personal vendetta with Nnamdi Kanu and the Igbos. Just stay connected. You hear him in this video. If you can share the video, just share it. If you can't share it, just like it. Just stay connected. I play the video now. I'll come back again.
Squaring the crisis in Rivers State on the present governor, that he is not respecting the rule of law. And that is the root of the crisis, that he should obey rule of law. And listen very carefully. I have had occasion to watch several of your past videos, which point very clearly to me that juxtaposing all this together, I insist that you are a huge disgrace to the legal profession. I now understand where the frustrating thought hanging around my mental space, whereof I have indicated my readiness as a mark of protest to openly burn my wig and gown, as to what is happening here in Nigeria. I now understand why people call that lawyers should be killed. I now understand why Jesus, out of frustration, though he recognized the cardinal role of lawyers by our training and exposure, that we hold the key to knowledge, he placed a curse on us. It's because of the attitude and behavior of lawyers like you. I'm talking about the FCT minister and no other. Your behavior has forced me to do a sharp inquiry into the position of a life bencher, which I learned was conferred on you during your tenure as governor of Rivers State. I tried to find out what the body of benchers is all about, and the available information I have is that the Nigerian body of benchers is a professional body concerned with the admission of successful candidates at the Nigerian Law School by final examination into the legal profession in Nigeria. Members of this body are called benchers. And the body regulates also the call of graduate of law to the Nigerian bar, as well as the regulation of the legal profession in Nigeria. You being a live bencher, it means that you are to serve on that body for life. And a live bencher serves on the body of benchers for life. And such a person is a person of, of highest legal distinction. And if you know what that means, it touches on character and learning. That's what we are taught in the law school. Both in character and in learning. And one of the things I stumbled upon is that the body of benchers is tasked with the enormous duty or responsibility of being the conscience, the arbiter, the judge, and interlocutor for the legal profession and administration of the justice system in the country. This is the position that is conferred on you, and I ask, who are those that confer this position on you, and what did they consider to confer this on you? And I'm challenging the legal profession in Nigeria. We need to rise up in the light of emerging facts and the behavior you are putting on. I thought that you were going to calm down. I've been here. By the 7th of this month, I turned 53. I've been here. And I watched the 8 years you reigned in Rivers State as an emperor. You raised a political terrorist group called GDI. Most of us did not know where you were going to until the body started manifesting. That was the body that threatened this present governor of Rivers State, that they are going to come after him and his followers. I mean, the executive governor of Rivers State in the person of Simfubara, the records are there. All under the guise of your protection and protection of Tinubu. I don't know where the audacity is coming from. I was in this state, and let me say this, let me place it on record, that the greatest miracle that God did for Rivers people is the dismantling of your plan and agenda to take Rivers State hostage. In fact, if your plan had come to, reality, what Tinubu did to Lagos would have been a child's play with what is happening now. I give it to Fubara, and I say, wherever the source of that wisdom is coming from, may it continue. I rejected that constitutional coup which you organized with Tinubu called 8-point agenda. I said you should reject it. I now understand clearly from the words of your mouth that if the governor had made any mistake by following my advice, Supreme Court would have removed him from office. Because after Supreme Court validated his position, you came after Odidi and the wife, calling them one man, one woman, calling them legal consultants, so-called legal consultant, and all whatnot. How did you become a live bencher? The body of benchers, of course, I know that judiciary is already captured, but we can salvage our image. Just like what was happening about the case of Nnamdi Kanu, all the rubbish they were using Peter Nyaku. She was just looking for an opportunity, and the last time Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, she found that opportunity and she threw the file off. Of course, the file cannot be reassigned to her. What is going on here? So is that the reason why you rig the vote for Obi in Rivers State for Tinubu? Is that compatible with your status as a live bencher? People who are seized with the administration of justice, guiding conscience of the administration of justice in Nigeria, then we are in a hopeless situation. You are openly justifying. You rigged the election. People voted for Peter Obi in this state. You rigged it. You went to you rigged it. You boldly. You said you don't have any regrets. I was in this state. Under Amechi, what launched Rivers State to global limelight was education. Then you send your own son to Exeter University to go and read law in London. The foreign scholarship that was in Rivers State helping some of the people here, you shut it down. You went to the same Ogoni and shut down the Songhai farm. You cajoled the Ogonis and asked them, are they monkeys? And you instigated people, they burned down the plantain farm in Sogo. You went to Puma, closed down the fish farm there. You went to Andore, did the same thing. The syringe company never saw the light of the day under your administration. What was set? It was about, to take about 2,000 workers or thereabouts. Set for commissioning. It went down. What manner of person are you? Are you the person that the hope of the legal profession is anchored on? Then we are in a hopeless situation. Your roles are there, the injunction, what you use the court to do. Even Father Jagogo who wanted to pick a form to be for governorship position, what we were using the court here to do, arraign people in court, order that they should, adjourn for paying consideration. We saw all the things the game you were playing with the judiciary. And you have your motor shows and the Lufu and the rest of them that you are using. I have insisted that the legal profession in Nigeria has been destroyed by a person like you. What did you live in government house? That you are insisting. The evidence are there. We know what GDI was doing in this state, and these are the remnant of GDI. Even in Mobiapo here, we learned that even after police left all the dirty role they are playing there, your faithfuls say they are enforcing court judgment. You can turn around and say anything you want to say. The hard facts cannot be dismissed. Professor David Wu says every lawyer of experience knows that in every case there is the plaintiff's truth, there is the defendant's truth, there is the witness's truth, there is the judge's truth, and there is another truth which is only known to God. That's it. We had all that you have used your mouth to say. Against Godfatherism and the rest of them. What are you doing here? The world is watching at Tinubu. It is so obvious what you are doing, what your faithfuls are doing. So you are now justifying the burning of the secretariat that it is because the present governor refused to obey court order. God gave judgment against you, people who are working in the modern secondary school and the rest of them, the teachers. You ignore most of those people, even Rivers State University, teachers, lecturers. You behave like an emperor. It is Fubura that is paying most of those people to sort them out. What kind of person are you? And people like Adango, Aaron Godwins, and the rest of them, Osiji Okocha and the rest of them are backing you. We'll see the end of it. Let's watch and see. We are watching. As many that are watching you, their language, everything about them, even their criminal silence, are pointing irrevocably. I am against this nonsense you are doing. As far as I'm concerned, you are a disgrace to the legal profession. What the hell? I think the body of benchers in Nigeria should rise up. Even though you're a live bencher, they can remove you. In London, judges, not the political appointment you are doing here, not the nonsense you are doing here. Judges, mere watching pornography, they were removed from office. They were told that their act of watching pornography is not compatible with their status as per societal expectation on their part. I insist that what you are doing presently under the guise of obey, so you are the one, you are the judge in your own case, you set the template because you are a live bencher or what? Now, this is a joke. This is a joke. And let me fire a warning shot to Ogoni politicians. You people should be very, very careful about the lion you are climbing the back under the guise of 2027. I attended Korokoro Community Comprehensive Secondary School. The man who was there that took that community hostage, Korokoro would have been a place that tourists would have come to check that city, that small city. But somebody who, reigned as an emperor there. So no man is like giving him free will. We are all tenant. All the carnage that is happening is on your head. I hope this will make a meaning to you. I wonder how your children will feel in the light of what you are doing, because you are sowing for them and they will reap.
Now, issues that we are, triggered by injustice and unfair treatment and exclusion and so on and so forth leads to this agitation in the East. Up till now, federal government has not sit down on the table to discuss with Southeast leaders and Southeast youth. This even goes a long way to show that they don't care about what happens to the East. They don't care about us. They don't care whether we will survive. They don't care whether we are dying or whether we are killing ourselves. In a country that today, whether you like it or not, we are the biggest investors outside our region. How many of the regions have massive investment in other regions? That means the Igbo man is one that even believes in the sustainability of the Nigerian project. That is why he can invest in a zone or a land where he does not come from. And that's why you see the result to all these crises that have brought instability. Now, instead of finding a way to calm nerves and restore it, you go about showing them, I don't care about you. We're also begging him that exercise the same constitutional provision under section 174 thereabout, and let the Attorney General issue a knowledge and discontinue the trial of matters. And especially at the time that the judicial system has made conclusive pronouncement at different times, federal high court, different court, that this trial has no legal basis. At least in these cases there have been final pronouncement, but you're still fighting and must prove that he's guilty. That means hate. That means you hate the tribe.
Okay. I'd like to ask you your take on the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, who is from the southern part of the country.
For me, it does not matter the differences my state had with Nnamdi Kanu. No matter what we believe, that the rule of law must be followed, due process must be followed for his prosecution. It must. And also to allay the fears of Nigerians that look, we are not doing this, we are not prosecuting because he comes from a particular section. There are bandits. You must also make provision to say all these people who have been causing security crisis in Nigeria are also prosecuted. Let us not make a hula baloo about the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't believe in his principle. I've come out and I've said it. You cannot annex my state to be your own, but that does not mean that you will not allow the law to take its course. The same way you have arrested Nnamdi Kanu should also be the same way all others whom you have known and should be also be brought to book to face the wrath of the law. You cannot discriminate. You cannot say because Nnamdi Kanu is from a particular area, let us do this. Everything, the same thing must be applied to all other people, the bandits, the Miati Allah. You have to also apply the same principle. That is my take on it.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see the news that is going rampant as far as Nigeria is concerned. They said a new terrorist group have now entered Nigeria, and this same new terrorist group in question, they said they are now recruiting people in the northern part of Nigeria, and many of these northerners, many of them are jobless, many of them are uneducated, they do not even know their left from their right, so many of them are just pumping into the terrorism and all of that, and by so doing, the new terrorist group came to Nigeria. Now they're already making their publicity, and now a lot of northern people are actually joining this terrorist group and all of that. And as if that is not enough, Nigerians are crying and they said this nonsense cannot continue in the regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same thing that they charge Nnamdi Kanu for, because they actually charge Nnamdi Kanu for criminality and terrorism. They said Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist that was terrorizing Nigeria and all of that. So they arrested this man even when he wasn't running according to report. But the same people that arrested Nnamdi Kanu, they can't apprehend the terrorist that is terrorizing Nigeria. And Abacha said something before his death. He made it known to the general public that if any insurgency happened in a country, that if any insurgency happened in Nigeria and it lingers for 24 hours, he said the government knows about it. Now tell me, is it really true that the government actually knows about the terrorism that is actually on rampage in Nigeria as far as Nigeria is concerned? Because a lot of Nigerians are actually losing their life to these terrorists. A lot of people are losing their properties. A lot of people are losing their home. And now Boko Haram have not been apprehended. ISWAP and all of that, banditry, kidnappers and all of that, everywhere in Nigeria is boiling. They full everywhere at the moment, and a lot of Nigerians cannot even move freely in their own country again. Now a new terrorist group is joining, and as the terrorist group is joining, Wike is making it known to Bola Ahmed Tinubu now that if Tinubu know what he's doing, the same way they arrest Nnamdi Kanu, they should look for all the terrorists too, that they should arrest them, that they should prosecute them the way they're prosecuting Nnamdi Kanu at the moment. Now, according to reports, they said the charges that was charged against Nnamdi Kanu, everything have been aviated. They said all the counts that they count against him, all the petition have been removed by the court. But as if that's not enough, the DSS refused to release him. According to reports and according to the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, they said this man is not guilty of any of the offenses that was leveraged against him. But the fact remains, the government never wanted Nnamdi Kanu to go. They said, had it been that Tinubu wants Nnamdi Kanu to go, though he was arrested in the regime of Buhari, but he's still under the same APC umbrella. They said when Tinubu got there, if he really wants Nnamdi Kanu to be released, he would have granted the order and they will release Nnamdi Kanu with immediate alacrity. But according to report, they said Tinubu is scared of the fact that if they should release this Nnamdi Kanu in question, he will continue on his agitation in the Igbo land, and even the agitation will be very strong than ever before. Now that's what Wike is saying. They said if they should release Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, and those terrorists in question, they should be brought to book. If they cannot arrest the terrorists that are terrorizing Nigeria, that are destroying life and properties, they cannot restore peace to Nigeria by arresting the terrorists and apprehending all of them, and even the ones that are making videos on TikTok, because they are now making videos on TikTok. These people are not even scared of the fact that they can be apprehended and all of that. They are now saying that they are everywhere. They're making videos on TikTok. They're making videos everywhere, that they are not scared of anything. Now the same people that are showcasing their face making videos and they couldn't be apprehended, but just one person that is agitating for his own people to be liberated from insurgency and insecurity and all of that, that person was put in custody till now, more than 3 years in custody. But terrorists are out there terrorizing every aspect of Nigeria and all of that, and as if that is not enough, they couldn't apprehend it. Now Wike burst out. They said if Tinubu did not know what he's doing, that he should release Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect. The way they granted the directive that they should release all those minors, that Tinubu should grant the directive that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. And that is what all those Igbo elites said in this very video. They said, I didn't mean that Tinubu did not have a personal vendetta with Nnamdi Kanu, that they believe so well that Tinubu have hatred for the Biafran people and all of that. If not for the fact that Tinubu disliked the Igbos, why is Nnamdi Kanu still in the DSS custody till now? That's what is happening. Why are they sending away Igbos in Lagos and all of that? Why is it that they did not want to put anything in the eastern part of Nigeria? They did not want to have anything to do with the eastern part of Nigeria. They believe that the Igbos are outcast in their own country and they say that we are one Nigerian and all of that. Why is it that they turn a blind eye on the eastern part of Nigeria? That's what this man actually said in this very video. So what do you guys think regarding everything that was said? Do you really think Wike is repenting, or Wike is just saying his own for his own personal pocket? Because a lot of people believe that Wike will never say anything regarding anything if it's not benefiting from that thing. Now, what is Wike benefiting from Nnamdi Kanu as it stands? Is Nnamdi Kanu giving Wike some money now to speak for him and all of that? What is Wike benefiting? Why is it that Wike is speaking in favor of the Biafrans and all of that? Drop your opinion in the comment section on this video, as I'm gonna to get another for you and share. Follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor where the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG was